So basically I got everything I need for cheap, long-term food storage. Two 25-pound bags, so that's 50 pounds of rice. I think I got 6 buckets and 6 lids. We're just gonna start out with 1 bucket here, 1 lid. These are 15 milliliter bags, which is actually pretty thick for Mylar. Some labels and oxygen absorbers. Well, hello again, world wilders. So today we're looking at long-term food storage. So today I got some rice from Costco. These are 2 25-pound bags, so that's 50 pounds of rice, right? And I also got some 5-gallon food grade buckets off of Amazon with some Mylar bags. It's like an assortment of Mylar bags. There's 5-gallon, 1 gallon, and 1 quart. And it includes an assortment of oxygen absorbers and labels and all that stuff. So, so basically I got everything I need for cheap, long-term food storage. So let's get into it. Okay, so first let's crack open these buckets I got from Amazon here. Okay, so we're looking at, I think I got 6 buckets and 6 lids. So probably pulling that off to the side right now, and we're just going to start out with 1 bucket here. And you know, if you were to put the rice into the bucket directly without the Mylar bags, I would probably say, you know, wash this out maybe just to make sure it's all good. But I mean, there's a little dust I can see in there, so you can kind of blow it out. But for the most part, you know, I think it's fairly clean. But I mean, nothing that will kill you probably. But we're actually gonna put a Mylar bag in this as well, just for double coverage. That way, I know for a fact that this is going to be great for long-term storage. And the bucket, the reason why I picked the bucket is because that way it can be easily be stackable, like in your pantry or wherever you store your food. That way it's, you know, stays nice and clean and neat, and keeps the wife happy, right? Okay, so there's that. And we got 1 lid, so let's put that off to the side. Okay, let's check out this this stuff here. So supposedly this comes with like an assortment of bags here, and I'll put the links of the items in the description down below. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, check that out. And like I said, I got, there should be a few 5-gallon ones, and I also got gallon size, and this is quart size. So, yeah, so that's, so I got an assortment because I eventually want to prep for other items that I don't necessarily want to put in a 5-gallon bucket. So yeah, so this would be great for future items I want to store. But I'm going to go ahead and put these back. It does come with all that stuff there. It comes with some labels and oxygen absorbers. So these would be great for, because you need the oxygen absorbers, because oxygen is basically what biodegrades the items. So that's what makes everything go stale and goes bad, right? So the less oxygen you have with your food, the longer term you can have it. So supposedly they say if you use the Mylar bags with these, you're pretty much looking at about 25 years shelf life, and maybe even longer. Okay, so I'm assuming the smaller ones go for the smaller bags, and then the big ones probably for the 5-gallon one. So I'm just gonna grab one large one. And then leave some of these labels out so that way I can label it. So leave that guy out. Throw this back for later. Now these were really thick supposedly, so these are 15 milliliter bags, which is actually pretty thick for Mylar. And I can tell you right now, it feels very, very stiff. I wanted something nice and rugged because in case I didn't have this bucket, let's say this bucket gets damaged, or you know, or I pull the bag out to use it, then I wanted this bag to be nice and heavy duty to be able to take abuse, and so that way no one's gonna pop a hole in it. And plus, I felt like, you know, maybe the thicker the Mylar, you know, the longer the food will last too. So we're gonna see how that works. Okay, so we're just gonna open it up. And you can probably do it 2 different ways. I've seen some people online where they open it up and they stick it on the floor and they pour this the rice in there, and then they put it into the bucket like that. Or you can just pour it into the bucket as well. So I'm here by myself, so I'm thinking it's going to be easier to do this inside the bucket. So I'm just trying to spread out the bag into the bucket. It's not going to be perfect. Looks like it doesn't really spread to the width of the bucket, so you're just going to get it the best you can. And then let's open a bag of rice. Okay, I think we got all the rice out of there. So that is one 25-pound bag of rice. Let's kind of shake this up. So technically, if you wanted to put more rice in this, you definitely could. So let's see if we go 1 bag. That would probably fold over. So okay guys, so I got one 25-pound bag of rice in there. I can tell you right now that this I'm not really fully utilizing the bag or the bucket, you know, because there's lots of air space around it, and there's definitely a lot more space in this bag as well. So I could almost put another full 25 pounds in there. I'd probably say maybe a little less than that, maybe like 15 pounds of rice in there, but then I wouldn't be able to get the lid on. So so we're just gonna kind of split the difference. So my goal was to only make 1 rice bucket today. So I'm gonna fill this all the way as much as I can. Okay, so we're getting pretty full. Okay, right now I got the rice pretty much, it's probably a 1/2 inch below the top of the lid here, or the top of the brim. I'm gonna go ahead and see how that looks, closing that up. So we could probably just barely close that up and get the lid on and still have maybe just a tad bit of space in there. So we could probably put a little bit more in there, but I think we're good. I don't want to be too greedy and have the lid not fit on top, because as you can see, you know, this here, this plastic here is actually going to be a little lower than the bucket. So bucket rim, because the rim's going to fit up in this seal part here. So okay, so we're going to open up the oxygen absorber. Throw that guy in there. And as you can see, you don't really have to do anything. You just throw it in there. Okay. And of course, do not eat, right? Okay, so right now, I'm going to try to get as much air out of this as possible. Okay. So kind of got, I'd say about 95% or 98% of the air out of there. Now this has a little Ziploc little seal here. I'm just gonna seal it up. And what I like to do with Ziploc is I usually zip it about, I don't know, maybe about 80% of the way, and then you can try to get a lot more of the air out, right? Remember, oxygen is our enemy in food storage, so the less air we have in there, the better. So I feel pretty confident that's hardly any air left. So I'm going to finish that off. Make sure I got it all sealed. Just double check. Triple check. Okay, feel pretty confident I got a good seal on that. As you can see, you got most of the air out. It's not going to be 100%, but you know, as long as you can do, because even if you vacuum seal this, you know, you're probably, you know, there's always going to be some air in there because there's, you know, space between the rice and stuff like that. So that's what the oxygen absorber is, because remember, it's just the oxygen that we're worried about. It's not the air per se. And then I know I was kind of worried that maybe you could seal this with some heat, like an iron or a sealer, but I felt like that's why I had the bucket, because that way we're getting double sealed here. So we have the Ziploc seal plus the lid for the bucket. So when I'm doing this, I'm just making sure I'm not folding it too much to where, you know, I'm breaking that Ziploc seal there. Okay, now hopefully this lid fits on there. Okay, let's do it. Okay, guys, and when you go to open this later, there is a little pull tab here you can pull off, and that basically shows that it's right now this shows that it's unopened. So so then next I would grab your labels, and then we're going to mark probably the date that we stored this, what the contents are, and that's about it. And now you guys have roughly, so I probably used maybe about a third of this 50-pound bag. So I'd probably say we're probably about 10, I'd say probably about 35 pounds of rice. That's my guesstimate on this. So yeah, so we're gonna label this guy. Okay, so I'm just putting in, it's white rice. I put the package date of 4/24/24, and supposedly this will expire in 25 years. So we're looking at, I'm just gonna put the year, so 25 years from 2024, that'd be 2049. Perfect. Okay. That's, give or take a few months there, Okay. So, yeah, so we're going to do, I'll do 2 labels per bucket. Okay guys, so here we are. We got about 35 pounds of rice in our 5-gallon food grade bucket with a Mylar bag with the oxygen absorber inside. And this will last us till roughly 2049. So, and according to this label here, this comes with, so each bag is 250 servings, and that's a 1/4 cup per serving, and we roughly used about a third of that. So I'm going to say we have about 300 to 350 servings inside this bucket, right? So this would be great long-term, cheap storage. So if you guys like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and smash that notification button. That way you never miss a video of mine. If you like this video, make sure to comment down below, and peace out.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.